and welcome to Grandad's Reviews. In this video I'd have a look at a topic that seems to be a quite hot topic at the moment, especially on some of the Facebook groups, and that's the possibility that the X-T3 and the X-T4 has dual native ISO. Now there's some videos out there that are showing that once you hit ISO 2000 the noise level seems to drop down a bit, on par to the 1600 ISO. Now, I've just gone and done some quick tests, so I thought I'd show them to you and see what your thoughts are, and I'll give you my conclusion at the end as well. So my first set of video is a bit Christmassy. So we've got a shot of the Christmas tree. We've set the aperture as a set aperture, and all I've done is change the lighting to keep the exposure approximately correct. And we've just gone up through the ISO range, starting with the 640 and then working our way up to 12,800 with a few examples to see. And I've zoomed in 400% so you can actually see the noise, and you can see if you think there's a change at 2000 ISO and whether it does clean up a bit. And then we can just have a quick look to see what the results are on that. This is a second set of tests. I've got my model lit correctly, so we're in F-log. We're Kelvin balanced 4500 because of the light, and we've exposed one stop over on the model's face, and we're at f3.2, which we're going to stay exactly the same, and the ISO I will increase. We're at 640 base for F-log now, which is shooting in H.265 all intra 4K 25 frames per second. So I say we're at ISO 640, and what I'm going to do is, unlike what some reviewers do where we just keep bumping the ISO up and the exposure changes every time, we're going to keep the exposure at +1 by just changing the shutter speed. There's no movement, so it won't make any difference on that at all. So what I'm going to do, so this is ISO 640, and I'm only going to do ISO 640, 800, 1600, 2000 and 32, because I think they're the most common ones we're going to be using. So we'll stop the 640 now. Alright, so now we're at ISO 800, we're still 1 over, nothing else has changed, the aperture's the same. All I've done is increase the shutter speed just to keep the exposure at +1. So there's going to be no exposure change, hopefully, that will influence the noise in the shot. So this is ISO 800. So now we've jumped to ISO 1600. Again, we're +1 on the exposure in F-log. and the aperture is still the same. All I've done is increase the shutter speed. So this is ISO 1600. So now we're at ISO 2000, and this is where people are saying they see a change in the ISO. The noise is reduced because of this supposedly dual ISO in the Fuji cameras. Well, we'll have a closer look and see if that's true. So this is ISO 2000. Right, so now we've gone to ISO 3200. Again, exposures +1, f-log 4500 Kelvin, f3.2, just change the shutter speed just to get the exposure to +1. So all clips should be identical in exposure. There's a little bit of daylight coming in, but it shouldn't make much difference. So this is ISO 3200. Right, so we've had a look at the footage on the computer now, both my first Christmas tree setup and then my dummy setup. And if these Fuji cameras did have dual native ISO, I'm surprised that Fuji isn't shouting it from the rooftops, because it would be a great selling point. But looking at my results, and my results only, I just don't think there is a dual native ISO. From what I can see, the noise increases with the ISO. It never seems to drop down. Now, whether my testing procedure is wrong, I don't know, and other people's is correct. As I say, this is just my opinion through what tests I've done. I haven't done the usual tests that some YouTubers do, where they're just cranking the ISO up and the exposure goes up and up and up, and the image gets brighter and brighter. That might be introducing extra noise as well. I've kept the exposure exactly the same and just increased the ISO, and from what I can see, it doesn't seem to make any difference what ISO you're at. The noise increases with the ISO. But I think it's a good thing to be investigating, just in case it is there and Fuji's suddenly going to announce it and say, oh, we've got your native ISO and we're going to switch it on properly with firmware. Sigma did that with the FP when they did their firmware update, saying that they didn't have the actual software in place at the time of release to implement the dual native ISO, but the actual chip has the dual circuitry on it. Now, whether the Fuji chip has the dual circuits on, we won't know unless Fuji tells us. So that's my look at dual native ISO. I don't believe it's there. Other people do. Everyone tests in a different way. So this is just my opinion. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified, hit that notification bell. Till next time, see you later.